Hey, what's up guys? Single Burger here, and today I'm going to do another battle versus, and today we're going to do the Cloverfield versus the Zillow Beast. And tell me what you guys want to call this channel. Like, I don't want to do Galactic Versus because someone already does that. I like Battle Versus, Monster Battles, or something like that. You guys type in the comments what I should call this series. And this is part 2 of this. We're doing Cloverfield versus Zillow Beast, as you saw in the title. So I think it's going to start with the Cloverfield. The Cloverfield is a dog-shaped sea dweller that lives in the bottom of the ocean. And he comes up. He's only like, well, I mean, he's like hundreds of thousands years old, but he's still a baby. He has chicken-like legs, and then he's 200 feet tall. He can withstand machine gun fire, explosions, and a bomb from a stealth bomber, B-2 stealth bomber. Most of his weapons are he can bite, and then he uses a lot of brute force to like just tear down stuff usually. For his agility, he'll run on all legs and kind of just do that most of the time. He rarely ever stands on 2 legs, but when he does, he doesn't really run. Some of his weaknesses, he's not very smart. He's kind of dumb because he is just a baby, so he'll probably charge into battle. And some of his special abilities, I feel like, would be he can release tiny parasites, which probably won't be a threat to the Zillow Beast at all. And then let's move right on to the Zillow Beast. Zillow Beast is a giant, 291 feet tall or 97 meters tall, green-eyed, tan, or like kind of like a dark brownish color, or maybe black color. He has multiple arms and he has scales with spikes on them. He can withstand laser gunfire from the RX-200 stun gun. He can survive LAT fire from the Republic ships, and he can easily not get harmed at all by the clone troopers' guns. And he can also survive Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber strike. Most of his weapons are brute force like the Cloverfield, and he uses his smartness to his advantage, and he can use a spiky tail with 8 spikes on it to stab his victims many times. His feats of strength are, amazing feats of strength are flipping a 140,000-pound tank, and then he breaks down a huge metal door seen on Coruscant, where Palpatine is. Most of his agility comes from him climbing, and he, like climbing with his legs and his tail maybe to help him a little bit. And he will also run on his legs, maybe if he wants to. But when he climbs, he uses all his body parts, like arms. Some of his weaknesses are his gaps in his armor, which won't be because the Cloverfield probably doesn't know what the weakness is and won't use that to his advantage, so that won't help much. His special abilities are smart, and he has a 3rd arm extending from his back. And so I think I was going to do the battle now. So that's how I see the battle going. This will take place on Coruscant, where Zillow Beast is home, an open area. So the Cloverfield charges at the Zillow Beast, being a baby and not knowing what to do except just attack the victim. He charged at him while making little parasites that don't distract the Zillow Beast. The Zillow Beast is smart enough to know that won't hurt him. The Zillow Beast uses all his legs and arms to stop the Cloverfield from pushing him over. And then they're grabbing each other and tackling each other. But the Cloverfield is using his 3 arms, and he's using his spiky tail to stab him repeatedly, which isn't going that deep. It's only doing a little bit of damage and making him bleed, weakening him a little bit, but not much. And then he keeps doing that for a little bit. And then the Zillow Beast he picks up the Cloverfield using all his weapons, but the Cloverfield uses his claws underneath his belly, as you see in some of the images I showed you, to grab the Zillow Beast's head and squeeze it in a little bit, which makes him drop him. And then the Cloverfield gets a little damage from being dropped. But then the Cloverfield sends all his parasites at the Zillow Beast, Zillow just swats him away like flies. And then the Cloverfield charges at him, smacking him. But then the Zillow Beast knows how to hurt other enemies because he knows he can't just use brute force because he has to use strategic. He uses his 2 arms to restrain him and then uses his other arm to grab by his neck and using his legs using his tail to restrain his legs so he can't move, and he has a free hand. He uses the free hand to snap the Cloverfield's neck, winning the fight. So the winner of the fight is the Zillow Beast. Well, let me guys know who you think would win in the comment section below. But this has not been proven. This is just my opinion. You guys can leave your opinions in the comments section below of who do you guys think will win. Anyway, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.